What is going on, everybody? Bobby Fi here. Apparently, Sheets isn't coming. He always writes me afterwards and says, "Oh, I trekked in at 6:15 and you weren't there." And I'm like, "Well, we have a 5-game slate that's really like a 4-game slate, possibly." Oh, there he is. There he
Hey,
is.
what's going on?
How's it going? I never know if you're going to be here or not, but it was.
No, I'm here.
Well, I was just prefacing with like when you're not here, it's usually going to be on this time of year with no games hardly. It would have been like a 5 or 10 minute show probably because we also might be losing the New York Mets. Well, we have to consider that we could lose the Mets.
Where?
What are you thinking? Well, I mean, they already canceled the other game the other day, and
The Mets?
yeah,
Is it supposed to rain here?
it rained. The game was canceled yesterday.
Okay.
It was the day before yesterday. That's why they played a doubleheader yesterday.
Right.
And there was like basically no rain, and they had to cancel the game.
I don't know. Okay, well, keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, it's got. I mean, it looks. I'm still playing it for what it's worth, but it is a little bit of a weird slate with only a 5-gamer, and then you have to worry about it because I want the pitchers in that game, so I don't really know what to tell you there. For whatever reason, the Dodgers mostly released their normal lineup. They just didn't play Will Smith, and no Outman. But the Dodgers did, and Atlanta did release very similar to their normal lineups. I have no interest in Atlanta personally today. I'm just gonna hard fade. The problem is that I think people are going to be a little bit interested in the teams that I like, which are the Blue Jays and the Cubs. It's hard to get different on smaller slates, but I think the Cubs offers you the best upside for low ownership, particularly the lefties because the wind's blowing in from left field. So that's what I'm doing today. Is a combination of Blue Jays, Cubs, and maybe a Dodger or two. But that's about as far as I'd go. And I don't mind the Rockies either. I would prefer to play the righties over the lefties.
Well, hopefully one of us wins.
What are you doing?
Because I'm playing Texas.
There you go.
Like I mentioned earlier, I'm playing Texas, and I want to play the Mets, so I want that game to go.
Want to play the Mets? Yeah, interesting.
I do. So I kind of want that game to go. I think.
Well, I mean, I'm not worried about the hitting side of it so much as the pitching, but
I mean, if it might get postponed, I mean, it's like.
Well, I'm just saying they postponed it the other day. I'm not saying they're going to right now. The other day, it had literally on Ross' report, it was all green, and they postponed it.
Just like basically the Mets saying, F the season. We're just.
It was the Mets being assholes, to be honest, because they didn't take care of the field because it was raining beforehand, so they didn't put the tarp on.
Well, they've done their fans so right that they figured they could just.
Hey, in all fairness, the owner tried his best, man. He tried to come in there and get everybody he could. But along with the Padres, you learned real quick that.
Yeah, but remember, he let go like the best pitcher in the history of baseball.
Who?
Jacob deGrom.
Oh, what about, you mean the guy who never pitches? I forgot about that. AKA the guy who never pitches. So Texas, I like that. I like the idea of getting a little different with that. I mean, just because it makes sense to get a little different. I'm actually not using Gilbert, so I think the Texas run total is too low. Honestly, the run total in that game just feels low to me. I feel like there's going to be more than 7 runs scored, and that's where I'm at.
Well, you know what? It's like for those that saw the when we did the early thing, you have the Dodgers with 100 run total, and it's a 5-game slate, and I'm just not good enough to play them. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I'll just never get the right combination. So I just figured just try something else, and I figure Texas can, if things go perfect, they can match. You know what I mean? They can get those kind of runs.
Right.
Things obviously have to go really well. They're against a pitcher who sometimes is really good. But when you're looking down his game log, he's got several single-digit fantasy point performances in there.
Yeah, but even those, he doesn't really get hit. Like, he'll give up solo home runs. He gave the one start where he gave 5 runs in 5 innings. That was against the Dodgers. He really doesn't ever get hit that hard, considering that, and he doesn't ever walk anybody until the last game he pitched, which was against this Texas team. Maybe that's what you should be. Maybe that's what we should be focusing on. He walked 4 guys on this Texas team, and I wouldn't. I don't mind if that's what anybody wants to do is play Texas.
I don't know, just something.
Yeah, it's something to do different. I'm all for anything to do different on this slate. To be honest with you, money on the table, whatever you got to do. Just to get.
But I do kind of like the Mets here. Against the chalky pitcher. And I obviously like Luzardo.
Yeah,
but I'm just trying to,
Yeah, I think
just do some funny business, like the hashtag it's baseball build. Now, I will say also, just to get a little technical, I ran some sim contest stuff with Saber Sim, and it's kind of supported a little bit. You know what I mean? I was getting some Texas there, so I kind of used that as kind of a validation of my instinct, and I
nice.
So I just kind of went with it, Yeah. Now, I also would like to say that in fairness, I do like Gilbert right now. Like I do have Gilbert in a big buy-in. The majority of my exposure to Texas is in other stuff. My current big buy-in, it does have Gilbert, but with the Mets. So I gotta really. I mean, I can't play Gilbert and Luzardo. I can't play Luzardo and another. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, why can't you play Gilbert and Luzardo?
I don't know. Is that really chalky?
Who cares? If you're playing the Mets.
Oh, I don't know.
There's no tournaments.
I figure 5 games I have to. No. I can't play them with Luzardo, so that's why I'm playing.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
That's all.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't. We'll see how it goes. Let me see. On FanDuel, let me see what I'm doing on FanDuel. I think it's pretty similar, actually. And then I hope I'm around to talk about the NFL because I got a couple of terrible ideas there too.
Well, we can do that. I mean, I'll just jump.
Let me just share what I have. So on FanDuel, my big buy-in combination is Cubs and Miami, with a one-off with a dodge, like a 4-3-1 with actually Luzardo, on FanDuel in my bigger one over there, and then in the where's the other ones? I think I did. I went with Texas as well over there. Yeah, so I'm just getting the Texas over on FanDuel in the what's it called, in like the lottery stuff too, and Miami, but the Cubs too. But like one team that obviously I'm just like very absent of is the Dodgers, and they're certainly the most likely to score the most runs. And if they do, then someone else is going to win. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm just going to say again, I think that there is absolutely no need beyond anything to stack tonight, personally.
Okay.
I think you could literally, I mean, like one thing I was considering trying to do was just play bets Acuna and see if I could find a way to play Bellinger also, and then just put in whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like
I will have you'd be proud of me. On FanDuel, I have like more than 50% of my MMEs are non-4-4s.
Look at that. How about that?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, so I don't have anything resembling a 5-man on DraftKings. I have 3-2-2s, 3-3-1. I really think on these small slates, like I understand you can win sometimes with it. You don't have to be quite as contrarian if you do the 3-2 whatever ones. And there's a few bats that I really like better than others. I have Bellinger and Ian Happ as 2 of the best bats on the slate. I have Tovar as one of the best bats on the slate. And then who else did I have on there? Jorge Soler, but I didn't end up getting to him, but I do have Soler on his own as one of the best bats on the slate. He's going to be really popular, but Kevin Biggio, because of his price, is going to be popular, and I have him as one of the best bats on the slate for the price. And I have Suarez and Teoscar Hernandez as 2 of the best bats on the slate. So I like the idea of getting to the bats that I want to get over at weight on and form some sort of a semblance of a stack. I'll probably end up with a 3-3-1-1 or a 3-3-2 in my big buy-in, but it's really close right now for me right now. And I am waiting for a Roth report. It's just annoying to have weather, but he thinks they start dry and finish in light rain. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why that would be enough to make it full yellow, and they have it as raining now, but apparently you're saying it's not raining.
No, I'm not. Stacy? Stace? Is it raining out? Is it raining out?
Pouring.
Oh, it's pouring out?
It's raining everywhere.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out whether the Mets are a good bet.
Oh, no, it's not raining here now.
It's not raining here now.
It's gonna rain.
But it's going to rain. It's supposed to rain today. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Yellow orange.
There's the report. I can have yellow orange.
Hey, she's blonde and her sister's redhead, so yellow orange.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty
There
good.
it is.
All right, so yeah, the thing is, we could just stop right at whenever after this, whenever you're done with your lineups, and then just go and do some.
No, I'm definitely done with my lineups.
Okay, well, I'm done with my lineups. Do you want to just start this over and do football? Just do another one?
Whatever you want.
Because I don't think we're going to have hardly anybody in here for baseball. If there's anybody with baseball,
the only thing is are they expecting you to go more closer to 7:15 for the football?
The thing is, if I write in the Discord and everything and tell everybody that we're doing it early, that I think they'll be fine with it.
All right, whatever you want. So do
It's
you want to restart it?
Yeah, we'll start it over.
Okay.
All right, good luck, everybody. We'll be if you have any baseball questions, we'll be doing football. You can pop